Hello, everyone. I am KMD and welcome to life. So glad that you can be here with me. Isn't it wonderful? Well, listen, everybody. I know that we're having a lot of things going on with these different variants concerning COVID. And I just want to say to you, be safe. Be as safe as you can because, my goodness, this situation with COVID is ongoing, and we have to be steadfast to stay safe, taking the precautions that we need to protect ourselves and to really protect our loved ones. So, welcome to life, living intentionally by faith with expectation. So glad that I am just in a position to be able to share. Just want to ask you to not to forget to pray. So important that we do that. If you're a person of faith, I'm asking that you would definitely pray for others, pray for yourself, pray for your loved ones, because we're really facing some really difficult times. So I won't prolong the night or the minutes that I have with you, but I really want to share on a topic that I think is so very, very important. And that is limiting beliefs. Hmm. Have you ever struggled with having limited beliefs about yourself, who you are, your capabilities, or what you can do or cannot do? You know, I used to think, well, it's difficult, and it can be difficult having limits, but limits themselves are not difficult. No. Because a limit can be temporal. It can be a circumstance, or it could just be a rule for the situation. So, that happens. We live with rules. We have different circumstances. Or we could also have what we call self-imposed limitations. And these are limitations we can put on ourselves to protect ourselves, i.e., boundaries. I have boundaries. Do you have boundaries? Boundaries are so important for your life. And so having boundaries can be great. But the real struggle that I've found, and something I wanted to highlight tonight, is when we have limiting beliefs and they're self imposed. When we have limiting beliefs, we're dealing with false beliefs that prevent us from pursuing our goals or our dreams. Can you think of some false beliefs that have been getting in the way of you being the best version of yourself that you can be? Can you think of some false beliefs that have really kept you from pursuing your dream job? Can you think of some false beliefs that may have even kept you from pursuing a relationship because of some things that you believed about yourself, self-imposed? hmm And they've held you back. Well, that can happen because when we have limiting beliefs, definitely about ourselves, they are preventive. They prevent us from making good decisions. You can't make a good decision rather when you have limiting beliefs. Having limited beliefs, they as I said earlier, they keep us from pursuing our dreams, and that's not what we want, because we want to be able to live our best life. And if you believe that you deserve the best, then you'll go for the best. But if you don't believe that, then you will settle for less. How many times have you settled for less? I've had some times where I thought about settling, but I could not. Just couldn't rest with settling. So I decided that I would not settle, but I would keep pushing, keep fighting, and I would take the restraints off of myself by believing the best about myself. And let me say this to you. See, number one, there is really nothing wrong with you. Because when we have limiting beliefs, what we're saying is that something is wrong with me. Really? Really. And whatever's wrong with you, I bet it's not anything that cannot be fixed. Number two, nobody's really stopping you. Have you ever wanted to do something and you said, they are getting in my way? They, not necessarily. Because what I learned about my own self is when I really want to do something, you and nobody else can get in my way. Believe that. Believe that. Also, we'll say, oh, it's too hard. Well, anything that's worth it is going to be challenging. It's going to challenge you. It's going to bring out the best in you. It's going to push you. It's going to make you do things that you never thought that you could do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what a challenge would do. So anything that's worth having is worth working for, right? So let me say this. If you find yourself being in this position or being the kind of person that has some self imposed limiting beliefs that are truly preventing you from living your best life, then let me say this to you. It's time to make a decision because nothing is going to change in your life until you change some things in your life. And I heard Jim Rohn say that one time. Also, you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. That's number one. And number two, you got to change your belief system. What is it that you believe now? Because if what you believe is negative and limiting, then you're never going to get to your destination. You've got to believe that you can. You've got to believe that you will and that nothing can get in your way. You know, you know, nothing can get in your way. And last but not least, remember everything that's ran effectively and efficiently probably is a process or a system that has been developed. It's a routine or a structure that you come up with. And maybe you don't even recognize what you're really doing. So, listen, everybody, please think about what I'm saying. Think about what your life would really be like if you really, really remove the negative beliefs and really gave God a chance to do something spectacular. Why? Because you believe that through you, God can. How about that? Well, listen, that's all I have for you tonight. I'm so glad that I could be with you. But don't forget, you can join me anytime. Just push play. And don't forget to show a girl some love with liking and sharing my videos, okay? Have a good night, everybody, and take care.